Okay, so this video is part of download functionality wherein I am going to show you how to download a PDF from external REST API. So it can be a PDF, it can be a document, it can be an Excel, anything. Okay, whatever is there in the REST. So for example, you have a web page, okay, wherein you are showing a table, okay, and then along with the table you have one download icon using which you can download the CV of the employee. So it might be possible the CV is in some external repository which you can external repository, and you have the REST API to fetch a particular CV from that external repository. So you have one REST API which you pass the unique parameter basis on which you will get the CV of an employee and show or download in your local drive. So let's look at how to achieve this functionality. Okay. Okay, so for this again, what I have done, I have quickly created one REST based integration. Okay, integration, this base 64. Okay, so here if you see, I have a request and then response here. The resource configuration is simple, slash download is the relative resource URI, adding a review parameter, and then receive a response as well. Here you see I am just passing the file name, okay, and then here I am returning the base 64. Okay, so whatever uh, whatever whatever document will be there, I'll just take that up and will convert into the base 64 and will return that. Okay, so I'm considering that REST API will return me the base 64 of a corresponding file. Again, the file variable which takes the path. File name is fine. File name I will pass from the request, and this is a file adapter, FTP adapter. I'm using this transferring binary mode. There is no schema associated with it. Okay, and then in this mapper I am passing the file name and then path. And here in this mapper, what I'm doing, I am just using a function like encode reference to base 64, which will convert reference to base 64 string. And here you see this is the file reference which I have mapped to this function, and that will return me a base 64. If I run this REST API quickly, you can try to test it. Not this one, sorry, my bad, this one. Okay, I'm passing this one and put out PDF test. It will give me the data in the base 64. So that is what I'm going to consume in my Visual Builder application. So again, this is the application. I am going to add one more endpoint from ICS. This one, base 64, this one. This is the one which I need to use. Okay, fine. And if you see this, okay, you can see the response will, okay, application just went fine. Now go back and let's try to create one more page here. Download PDF from REST. Okay, create. What I'm going to do, I am going to create a table component here. Okay, and we'll take the data from this employee. Let's say first name, last name, email address, and then age. Next, and then finish. That's fine. The data is there. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to select this table component, and here I'm saying add an empty column, which will be kind of an action. Okay, and then go to the code section. What I'm going to do, I am simply creating a template slot action. Okay, and then at the last you can put here template action. Okay, that's fine. And then here let's say icon, you can put an icon and then go to the properties of it. Let's say download this one. Okay, fine. If you go to the designer, this is how your page looks like. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I am going to write two JavaScript function here. Okay, let me just pick that. Okay, so the function is download file. Okay, wherein I am passing this data. Okay, that's fine. Base 64, you can say. Okay, so I will pass the base 64 here in this function, and using this base 64 to array buffer, which will convert base 64 in the buffer and will return the bytes, and then further creating a blob object. And here you see I'm using application PDF, and this is the little code which will download the PDF. Okay, go back, going to create an event here on click, and here I'm going to call rest. Okay, and then select, and then I will this one. Okay, select, fine. And here I need to pass the file name, which you can make dynamic, like you can put current dot raw dot first name last name, whatever you want, but I am going to hard code here Ankur dot PDF here for the time being. Okay, and then I am going to call a function component here, and then we'll call this download file function, wherein I am going to pass base 64 string. Okay, save. That's fine. That's it. Now let's try to change this PDF from REST and then this application. We'll see. Here you see action. If you click here, you will see the image will download. The PDF will download. The file name is file.pdf. Here, if you see in the JavaScript, I have hard coded, not this one. I have hard coded the file name file.pdf, but you can pass one more variable here and then put it here. If you see, this is the PDF file. So this is how you can make this functionality available in VBCS. So that's all. Thank you. Bye-bye.